Who's buried in Midian?
Ain't nothing but dead folk.
Somewhere, hidden from sight, closer than you might think, is a place that's not on any map. Midian.
Something's breeding there.
It looks a lot like hell, but they call it home.
There goes the neighborhood.
They're not pretty. They're not neighborly.
You'll come back now, you hear?
They're not even human. But this time, they're the good guys. From the imagination of Clive Barker comes Nightbreed.
You can't go down there!
They have only one enemy. A beast called man, sworn to destroy the Nightbreed.
Sounds like we're going head-to-head with the devil himself.
And only one chance. A man. Boone! Called Boone.
It's time to fight! Go get 'em, boys! I'll kill you all! What chance have we got? They're armed. So am I.
Out of your deepest fears and your darkest fantasies, Clive Barker brings you a startling new breed of adventure.
I won't let you down.
Nightbreed. At last, the night has a hero.
Outstanding.
Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to another movie review. And this review is going to be on Nightbreed. And the film stars Craig Sheffer and Bobby, David Cronenberg, Charles Haight, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. But the film was written and directed by Clive Barker. It's also based on his novel called Cabal. This is a film that was released in 1990. This is another film that one of my friends from work let me borrow, that he threw in with The People Under the Stairs. And he also maybe borrow John Carpenter films, which I never seen, so those reviews will be coming up soon at some point. But haven't seen this film before. I know Clive Barker is the one who directed Hellraiser, which I haven't seen. But just got done, finished watching this film, and I really like the film. It's a very weird film in my opinion. It's a horror film, and basically what the movie's about is it's about Aaron Boone, who's played by Craig Sheffer. And he has these recurring dreams of a city called Midian. And Midian is a city where these monsters are accepted. And Boone, Craig Sheffer's character, seeks counseling from his therapist, Dr. Philip Decker, who is played by director David Cronenberg. And, David Cronenberg, he's famous for Videodrome, which is a film that I haven't seen, but I do want to check out at some point. And also The Fly remake, which starred Jeff Goldblum, Gina Davis. One of my favorite films from David Cronenberg. I just love The Fly remake. And here, I thought he did a pretty good job, as an actor here. But his character, he likes Boone's stories about Midian, and Decker, David Cronenberg, end up advising Boone to turn himself in, and if he doesn't, he will, because there's all these serial killings going around, which Decker thinks Boone ended up doing it. But Boone gets confused because he doesn't remember committing these murders. And we see that he is still drawn to Midian, which he ends up finding. And Midian is in this large cemetery. And he goes into it. He meets these two monsters at first, and this one monster tells him that he is not a murderer. And later on, we find out that David Cronenberg's character, Decker, is framing Boone for these murders. Because David Cronenberg, not only is he a therapist, he is also a serial killer, which he wears the mask. And Boone, later on in the film, he ends up getting shot. He is then transferred to the morgue. He is dead. And we see Boone ends up coming back to life in the morgue. And he is brought back to life from one of the bites that this monster ended up giving him. It was the monster that he ends up meeting as soon as he gets into Midian, Craig Sheffer's character. And he ends up escaping from the morgue and returns to Midian. And David Cronenberg, doesn't really, finds out about that, and he just wants to take down Boone and all these monsters in Midian. And pretty much that's basically what the plot to the film is about. But I thought Craig Sheffer did a pretty good job as Boone. Very likable character. He's a troubled, young man. But I thought he did a pretty decent job in the film. Pretty good job. His girlfriend, who is Laurie Winston, played by Ann Bobby, she did pretty decent here. The acting I thought was pretty good. I like the characters. The whole Midian look I thought was pretty well done. The makeup on the monsters were amazing. Very good makeup work done. And the directing by Clive Barker thought was pretty good. But this is the snapper case edition. Opens like that. You got some pretty cool pictures there. The chapter listings. And here's the back, which there's David Cronenberg there. And this is his character wears like this mask to disguise himself from doing all these killings. So that's pretty cool. But Nightbreed, it is a good movie. I really enjoyed it. Now, the film came out in 1990, and it was a commercial and critical failure. Clive Barker stated that in interviews that 20th Century Fox, who released the film, they tried to market it as a standard slasher film, and that they had no working knowledge of the story. So that is one of the reasons why that it was a failure at the box office. And Clive Barker was given a budget of $11 million to finance the film, and he was going to deliver of course, R-rated film that he didn't want to make it as gory as Hellraiser, and the film is rated R. But he ended up previewing the first cut of the film with a temporary soundtrack, and it didn't go that well. And he ended up doing another cut because there was a second test screening, which was more successful. And he didn't really like the ending that well because it was not well received, and Clive Barker had to change it. And the studio pushed the release date back because it was going to be released in 1989, and it got changed to February 1990. And Barker's original version was going to be 2.5 hours, But 20th Century Fox was like, no, we don't want it at 2.5 hours. We want it for almost an hour to be cut, which led the editor, Richard Martin, to leave the project because he protested on that, because he didn't like that 20th Century Fox let them cut the film almost, an hour. So it went from 2 hours to 102 minutes. And that's why there is a director's cut of the film, which, I haven't seen, though, but, we want to check out the director's cut. I know that there was some stuff that was put back in that wasn't in the original cut here. And it was released by Scream Factory. So they ended up saying that the original film elements for much of the cut material were reobtained and were edited into the director's cut. So that's pretty cool. And I heard that there was a TV series that was being developed on the film, and Sci-Fi Channel was going to do it. Apparently, they're probably still working on it. The last piece of news about the TV series was in 2018, and it has Sci-Fi, Morgan Creek, which is the production company that is behind the film. So it's Sci-Fi, Morgan Creek, and Clive Barker teaming up to develop the series. So who knows when that is going to be released. And there's another cut of the film called the Cabal cut, which don't know much about that. So, but Nightbreed, it is a good movie. Really enjoyed it. A very weird film. And if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. But anyways, that's it for my review of Nightbreed. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this review. Definitely give the video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all back here later tonight for the Monday Night Raw review. So until then, see you all tonight.